Good morning. Most of you know the story of Goldilocks and the three bears. But what kind of bears were they? There are 8 species of bears in the world, and only 3 of them live in North America. The black bear, the brown bear, of which the grizzly is a subspecies, and the polar bear. Well, I'm not sure what type of bears Goldilocks ran into, but today we will be talking about the American black bear. Of the 8 species of bear in the world, the black bear is said to be the friendliest. But that doesn't mean you're going to run up and try to pet it. I remember as a young boy, 12 or 13 years old, I was on one of my first years hunting, and as I was coming through the woods, I came within about 10 feet of a black bear who didn't have the sense to hibernate quite yet in late November. Well, I didn't run up and pet it. Of course, at the time, I didn't know they were the friendliest species of bear. And as for that name black in black bear, not all of them are black. They can be brown, they can be a reddish cinnamon color, and some have even been known to be a bluish black or a bluish gray. The North American black bear lives on the average from 20 to 30 years in the wild. It is Wisconsin's only bear species, and in spite of its size, it can run up to 30 miles per hour. Black bears love the water. They love to swim. Adult males are anywhere from 2 to 300 pounds, and females slightly smaller. Now, although I said they are the friendliest species of bear, they are still usually afraid of people, unless lured into a campsite when food has not been put away. Black bears are omnivores. That means they eat meat and plants. Their main diet consists of grass, berries, roots, and insects. However, they will eat almost any plant, small mammals, grubs, worms, fish, lizards, and because they can smell food from a great distance, they may get into trash and campsite garbage. Because of their versatile diet, meaning they eat so many different things, their habitat spreads all over the North American continent. They have even been known to sneak in and raid a beehive for some honey. Mostly American black bears live in North American forests and also mountainous areas in the western part of our country. My son Landon was recently gifted this bear skin by the Oconto River Kids, an amazing organization that Mrs. Paul and her husband work with. And along with it, they also gave him the skull of the bear. Now, the reason I bring you down to look at this is I want you to notice, first of all, the claws of a black bear. Those claws are ideal for climbing trees, which makes a black bear an expert climber. Now, a mother black bear does not climb trees as much as her young, but she will send the young up a tree whenever predators come. Predators in Wisconsin that would go after a small black bear, like a bobcat, coyote, a cougar, or a wolf. Now I want you to notice the incredibly thick fur. And this fur is in layers. You can see how thick and lush it is. That's because a black bear needs to stay warm, not only in the climate we live in, but also during hibernation. And lastly, I want to tell you, even though you can't quite see the ears, that the ears of a black bear are much more prominent and noticeably stand up off the head much more than other types of bears like brown bears. A mother black bear has a litter of anywhere from 1 to 6 cubs, but it's usually 2 or 3. The cubs are born during hibernation in late January or early February and weigh only about 1 pound. Now, the bears are hibernating in caves, burrows, or other sheltered spots, like an uprooted tree. They hibernate and live off of the body fat that they have built up over late summer and early fall. After the cubs are born, they continue to nurse until the mother awakes fully and they all come out of hibernation. The babies will stay with the mother black bear for about 2 years. Black bears south of Wisconsin hibernate for a shorter time. Now, if you are ever confronted by a black bear in the wild, it's important to not run. Make a lot of noise, yell, make yourself look as big as you can. Make noises with anything you can grab. If you're camping, pots and pans, maybe an air horn. Like I said before, for the most part they're afraid of people, and unless a mother bear is protecting her cubs, she will probably amble back off into the woods. Before we end today, I want to tell you one quick story about a bear hibernating. A few years ago, my wife and I were coming home from Tomahawk, Wisconsin, on Highway 86, and up ahead, we thought we saw some type of black animal come out from underneath the road and peek around. As we got close, we realized it was a bear, just coming out of hibernation, and she had hibernated underneath the road in a large culvert. Bears of Wisconsin, always black bears, and amazing. Have a great day.